You get up. Doesn't matter what time it is. Doesn't matter how quietly you move. Within seconds, there they are, pawing at the door, sliding their flat little face through the gap before it's even fully open, sitting down on the bath mat like they were invited, like this was their plan all along, like the bathroom is and has always been their room too. Every cat owner on the planet knows this moment, and almost none of them know why it actually happens. Because the explanations you've probably heard, they're curious, they want attention. Cats are just weird. Are technically true, but completely miss the point. What's actually going on when your cat follows you to the bathroom is something rooted so deep in feline psychology, in instinct, in the specific way cats experience their bond with you, that once you understand it, the whole thing stops being funny and starts being genuinely moving. So, why does your cat follow you to the bathroom? The real answer starts somewhere you'd never expect. It starts with vulnerability. Cats are predators, but they're also prey. Medium-sized, not particularly fast over long distances, without the size or strength to overpower most serious threats. In the wild, a cat alone in an exposed space is a cat in danger. And the behaviors that kept wild cats alive for millions of years are still running, quietly, in the background of your domestic cat's brain, no matter how safe your apartment actually is. When you go to the bathroom, from your cat's perspective, something specific happens. You disappear. You close a door. You become inaccessible. And for an animal that is wired to monitor its environment and the important beings within it at all times, a closed door isn't just an inconvenience. It's a disruption. It's information being blocked. It's the most important creature in their territory becoming suddenly invisible and unreachable. Your cat doesn't know what a bathroom is. They don't understand privacy. They don't have a concept of just give me 5 minutes. What they know is you were here, and now there's a barrier. And barriers in the wild mean something is wrong. So they follow. They scratch. They stick their paw under the door. Not to annoy you, to confirm that you're still there, that you're okay, that the world is still intact on the other side of that door. But there's more, because it's not just about you, it's about them. Cats are territorial animals, and their territory is not just physical space, it's a sensory map. They know every corner, every smell, every sound pattern of the place they live in. They know which floorboards creak, which windows rattle, which spots get warm in the afternoon. This mental map is how they feel safe. It's how they orient themselves in the world. And here's the thing about bathrooms. You go in there and you close the door. Regularly, at predictable times, and behind that door, things happen that your cat cannot monitor. Water runs, unfamiliar sounds occur, and most importantly, a section of their territory becomes inaccessible. For an animal whose sense of security depends on being able to check every corner of their space, a regularly closed door is a persistent source of low-level tension. Following you to the bathroom is partly your cat reasserting access to their own territory. When that door opens, they're not just coming to see you. They're doing a sweep, sniffing the air, confirming everything is as it should be, filing an updated report in their mental map of the home. You are, whether you realize it or not, their security system. and you just walked into a room they can't surveil. Now here's where it gets really interesting, because of what the bathroom specifically represents to a cat. You are, from your cat's perspective, a large and powerful member of their social group. Most of the time you're upright, moving, doing things, making noise, occupying space with intention and energy. You are, in cat terms, on, alert, active, in control. The bathroom is one of the very few places where that changes. You sit down. You stop moving. You're in a small, enclosed space with nowhere to go. You're, in the most literal physical sense, temporarily vulnerable in a way you almost never are elsewhere in the home. And your cat who has been watching you, studying you, mapping your behavior patterns for months or years, notices this. In cat social dynamics, vulnerability is something that trusted group members acknowledge. In the wild, cats in the same social group will often stay close to each other during moments of exposure, resting together, grooming, maintaining proximity when defenses are naturally lowered. Your cat following you to the bathroom and sitting with you isn't weird. It's actually one of the most socially intimate things a cat can do. They're choosing to be present with you during a moment of stillness and exposure. They're saying, without words, "I've got you." The fact that you didn't ask for this, and possibly find it slightly absurd, is irrelevant to your cat. The instinct is real. The intention is genuine. And then there's the attention factor, because, let's be honest, it works. Think about what happens when your cat follows you to the bathroom. You're in a small space. You're not on your phone, or you're trying not to be. You're not moving around or distracted by 17 other things. You're just there. Sitting. Captive. From your cat's perspective, this is an optimal social opportunity. You pet them. You talk to them. You make eye contact. You are more present and focused on them in that small, tiled room than you sometimes are for hours during a normal day. Cats learn through repetition and reward. And if following you to the bathroom consistently produces undivided human attention, which it does for most cat owners, then following you to the bathroom becomes a strategy, a reliable one that they will continue to deploy indefinitely because it continues to work. Your cat has reverse-engineered your schedule and identified the bathroom as the highest yield attention window in your daily routine. And they are absolutely exploiting it. But here's the layer underneath all of this that most people miss. Your cat follows you to the bathroom because you are not just their owner. You are their person, their anchor, the central organizing feature of their entire domestic existence. Cats form attachments that are deeper and more specific than most people give them credit for. Research on cat-human attachment, particularly studies using the same secure base framework used to measure infant caregiver bonding, has found that many cats display what can genuinely be classified as secure attachment to their owners. They use you as a base. They explore more confidently when you're present. They show distress when you're absent. They seek you out specifically, not just any human, not just anyone who might feed them, but you, when they're uncertain or uncomfortable. And one of the clearest expressions of that attachment, following, proximity seeking, the need to keep you in range. It starts with following you room to room. It shows up when they sit outside the bathroom door. It's there at 3 a.m. when they relocate from wherever they were sleeping to wherever you are. Every time your cat trails behind you through the apartment, they're expressing something real. You are safe to them. Being near you is where they want to be. Cats are not pack animals. They didn't evolve to live in groups the way dogs did. Their default is solitary. And yet here is your cat, abandoning that default, following you from room to room like you hung the moon, sitting outside a closed door, waiting for you to come back out. They chose this. They didn't have to, but they did. So the next time your cat paws at the bathroom door, before you get annoyed, before you push them out with your foot and close the door, before you treat it like a quirk or a nuisance or just another inexplicable cat thing, remember what it actually is. It's your cat making sure you're okay. It's your cat keeping watch over their territory and their person. It's your cat identifying the one moment in your day when you're still and quiet and reachable, and choosing to be there with you. It is, in the most feline way possible, your cat saying, "Wherever you go, I go. Even there. Especially there."